Why do we fall off the horse, Master Wayne? Why do we start a video with frog voice, Master Wayne? Duh, because I just ate lunch, including a nectarine and an apple, so I got all sorts of fructose going around in the gullet, I'm sure. I don't know what happens. It's out of sight, out of mind. Once it passes the epiglottis, it's not for me to say anymore. I'm doing it. I'm hot swapping. Okay, I think that this is amazing. Snecko is a great relic. It does introduce a certain amount of variance, but getting it so early is also kind of amazing for the way that it can inform my choices. So now I can take Wish, I can take Omniscience, I can take Ragnarok, I can take I can take Spirit Shield, which I probably would have taken anyway, to be fair. I gotta do math though. Pay 3, you have 2 energy left. You'll be on 31, you'll be on 19, and I'll have 3 energy left. You'll be on 7. So I can't get there. If I can't get there, I can't get there, then I can't get there. I take 2 damage. We gotta do the math. As much as I wish that we didn't have to do the math, we have to do the math. With the Watcher, you always have to do the math, and you've got to evaluate it versus the alternatives. That one, I didn't do the math. I was just going by vibes, I'll be honest with you. I know I said I was going to take expensive cards, but honestly, I don't think we want Study. Just because Insights, we don't really want Insights to be in our deck. Because it adds, I don't know, maybe we did want it, but like, I think when you draw an Insight, because it doesn't add it in your hand, it adds it in the deck. When you draw it, it has a chance to not cost 0. And an Insight that doesn't cost 0 is all of a sudden a whole lot less valuable. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Okay. You don't need to hit you for much, and we get there. So I actually think, like, in a way, I'll take a wallet for sure. I literally what I was about to say, I'm going to go back and not say. Because I think I need to just take a win. If they want to give me an easy win by giving me an early snecko, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's just put it that way. But I think this does give us a bit of a tailwind. It gives us the ability to imagine a world where we can beat that second boss on A20 instead of losing to it yet again. Scrying seems awesome here because there are cards, like, we're not going to know what the cost of the card is before we draw it. Period. Let's put that back in the pile. But we know that all other things being equal, there's turns where we don't want to draw strikes, there's turns where we don't want to draw defends, and then later in the game, we probably won't want to draw, like, either of them, at least very often. So this makes a ton of sense to a guy like me. And everything, I mean, there's variance built in, obviously. But we're having, like, pretty stellar luck so far, I'd say, with the costs of the cards. A Battle Hymn actually, like, a Collect seems interesting too, but Battle Hymn seems great because we can get a good attack that we know costs 1 every time. So we can at least have some stability in the cards that we get. I'll take a Wallop. I don't know if we're going to pop it. I think we have to pop it on this turn. Seeing what we've got available, we got to pop it. And then hopefully we can exit stance next turn. The only thing I will say is, like, I want to not... crunch the numbers. 18, 24 is 42. But we can't play Tantrum and anything else, though. Okay. We probably defend. After Vigilance, we would play a Smite. So we would simply Smite and then Vigilance instead. We still have to construct a functional deck, I think. We can't just mash, like, a bunch of expensive cards together and hope that it works with some kind of cohesion. But this is, so far, so good. Brother, Judgment, sign me up. Whatever you're selling, I'm buying on that one. Innate Battle Hymn or Scry 4. I think Wallop makes sense. We're good with snco. We're going to tend to play expensive cards more often than cheap ones because they'll tend to be offered at a discount. Crazy. It's crazy that I almost own you. 22? It's crazy you're not dead. Are we going to draw what we need to draw? Yeah, we're going to draw what we need to draw. I must be feeling pretty good because I'm embarrassed I had to use a potion to get through this guy. You definitely do take an Omniscience. What's the target for it? Does it matter? And I don't... You know what? This is a great time to finally Google this question. Does making a card cheaper help snco I? I need a prompt engineer. I didn't put the right query into Google. Does upgrading cards help snco I? As far as I know, upgrading with snco is pointless. The cost will always be randomized. Sometimes you just need a second prompt. Okay. So I figured that was the way it worked. I do think Judgment having more reach is good. It looks like we're going to have a lot of possibility to upgrade on this floor, which is like truly wonderful news. Because we can make these cards a lot better. Now, I mean, Scry 8 is kind of like disgusting. You know what is also disgusting? Omniscience on 2 Judgments. Cool fight. Alrighty, dude, I think we got something cooking. There's always something good going down at Mr. Sub. A wheel kick, perfect addition to this squad. We should use a potion. The only thing is, like, who do you judge? If we can put up 10 block, we probably judge one of the other ones. It just makes the rest of the fight easier. Probably like a flying sleeves, I suppose. We'll see if we can get in there and hit you with the business. Let's say business unhit, but still, I mean, looking great. Am I crazy? Like, this seems amazing so far, right? This seems kind of incredible. How about like a Tantrum Omniscience wheel kick? Like, that's madness. What we just did there is madness. You know that, right? Shuffle an insight. Yeah, we don't want to draw an insight. Worship is kind of tempting, but I'm going to skip because it doesn't really fit what we're doing. And I think damage and block are what we're upgrading because energy cost is like irrelevant. Okay. Yeah, it makes perfect sense, brother. It makes perfect sense. Omniscience wheel kick. Omniscience wheel kick strike gets you there. And we'll just choose our best potion. I don't love these potions, so. A fire potion instead of a speed potion? Absolutely. Wreath of Flame. Doesn't really fit anything. Cut through. I think we skip. I think we got a good thing going right now. I've been wrong many times before, just to be clear. Let's get an innate battle hymn so we have a little bit more damage to rely on when we go into Wrath mode. And we want Foresight too. So let's just don't go Wrath yet. We'll figure this out. We have a lot of damage in the deck. Judgment we don't need. Eruption we don't want on this turn. Omniscience has nothing to target, which is okay, I would say. I don't even know what we would want it to target, honestly. So we'll just wait for it to come back at a better time. I mean, this is like the perfect time. What would I want it to hit? We could like double up on a Tantrum. I don't know why you would want to do that though, because we'd start taking 48 damage. You could double up on Wallow. You'd really rather double up if we're already in the Wrath state though. We might, if we can only play it once, we might as well get as much advantage out of it as possible, right? So now we do want to see Wrath, basically 24/7. And we have Orichalcum. We don't have to put up block, man. But this is kind of like... It's a relatively risk-free way. I guess it only puts up like 2 block in the whole scheme of things, but we get to stay in the Rast state. We still have the smite. I'm getting myself mentally prepared for like the next floor. Which is maybe a bad habit. Maybe I shouldn't be giving up on this floor just yet, but now does Omniscience hit anything? Maybe this is a perfect time for like an Omniscience wallop. No, I think we can get ready for the next floor. We probably could have killed you with a Judgment, but we could just draw it again, I suppose. Tantrum just kills you. Smite just kills you. Okay, great. So I couldn't have asked for a better start to a run. Probably. I mean, it's tough because Omniscience is great. But Omniscience Wish is also great. And if you draw... We were struggling on this one to find Omniscience targets. Wish is a great Omniscience target, so we can live with that. Transform all strikes and defense. It's probably great. It's just a little bit more risks than I'm willing to take on right now, to be honest with you. I think I am willing to do some elite farming. I mean, it's cowardice, I'll admit. It's cowardice that led me astray here. That led me to not do Pandora's box, but 2 elites I could live with. Now, we may start to... Struggle might not even be the word I would use. We may start to feel the fact that we don't have enough blocks in the deck, but I think I'm okay. Let's take the 6-plated armor. We're gonna take damage. That's all right. You expect it. I mean, this is where things really kick off, man. This is where the real Dark Souls starts here, as gamers like me love to say. I think we Omniscience Tantrum, and then we just go for broke on this one. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So, like, you're dead. You're dead. And again, we need to use our potions a little bit more effectively, I would say, but otherwise, everything's okay. And the more Omniscience and Wishes that we could add to the deck, the happier I would be, for the record. Give me the plated armor. You're doing 12 damage. So if we just stay in this state, we're pretty okay. So give me a Vigilance, so just give me a quick little strike, man. And then, you know what? Perfect opportunity for this, maybe. How about a Discovery? How about a Discovery into a Tantrum? Into an Empty Mind? Be a great Judgment, no doubt about that. But we can at least play Foresight. And Foresight is, again, very good for us, because we basically don't want to draw strikes in defense. And now we don't... I was going to say we don't have to, but we have a much lower risk of doing it. Omniscience Defends. Not really my tempo. Unless, if I have no other choice, I guess. How about, like, Tantrum on you? Strike you. Potion you. Strike you once more. Just play a Defend for basically no reason, admittedly. Keep that Defend up there just in case. I'm hopeful we'll just be able to, yeah, squeeze around it, but... Duplication. Flurry of Blows. Fasting. Fasting is a 2-cost card I don't think I want. Happy with the gold, though. Not disappointed about the gold. I mean, I feel like Vigilance Eruption is risky, but with a Duplication Potion on Wallop, goes kind of nutty. You see what I'm saying with the nuttiness here? And we do still take like 3 damage, but to kill this guy first is going to solve us a lot of problems. So you can be judged. We don't have to, though. Sucks to be frail, huh? As can Omniscience? Omniscience, you got no targets! Alright, it is what it is. Get owned. Give me the plated armor. And actually, this is 12 block, right? Because of Orichalcum, man. 12 block when you play no block. The man never needs to see a Defend again as long as he lives. I mean, you could still probably take an empty fist just to have a better way to get out of Wrath and also do like a lot of damage at the same time. One day, brother. One day, this Omniscience wish is going to pop off. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. This does 9 damage. Omniscience... always... I mean, an Omniscience wheel kick probably sets up at least 1 kill with Judgment. That's exactly how that went down. So now you have one less fool to worry about. And these guys don't even get going for a little bit. Right? Gain 12 block, that's perfect for a guy like me. You die to a smite next turn, so you're only doing 11 damage. Yeah. We're loving it, man. We're loving every minute of it. We're choosing to take damage for some reason. I don't know why I would do that. It's not much damage, but it's the sort of thing that, you know, in the long run, it can matter. It's not a great habit to fall into, I suppose. Third Eye is pretty good, too, as we know, but... I'm going to take it. Let's not get stuck in this mindset that we can't take any cards that cost less than 2. Now, Deviform is like a no-brainer, I think. Tungsten Rod seems beautiful. And I would love to remove some cards, but I think they gave us a great selection of stuff to keep us alive, quite frankly. Omniscience Wish. It's happening. Strike takes you down to Judgment range. So yeah, let's do an Omniscience Wish. And let's gain 12 plated armor, just to be on the safe side. Sure, I mean, I'm not worried about min-maxing the money at this point. Like, just keep your head in the game. This is going to give us 18 block. We take 2 damage. We take 1 damage. Right. Okay. Can't play Wallop and Deviform. You gotta play. You gotta hold on Deviform then. You can't literally hold it because it goes away, but. We had a defend left over. Didn't need it, but again, stop playing so fast. Yet again, I think you just defend to your heart's content. I never want to see a wound, obviously. I probably should not even be stoked to see a strike, honestly. We should probably just be like scrying those down by default, unless an enemy is like super close to lethal. We're basically playing the most cowardly Slay the Spire you can right now. Like, there's times where I could make a pretty reasonable... Hang on, I gotta do the math. 6 damage takes you to 46. This will do 12. Then we won't be able to play Judgment. Okay, then we simmer. Like that, we could have taken a chance, but we said, you know what? Even if it's an 80% chance that it succeeds, hold me back, man. Hold me back. And why hold me back? Why take the chance if we got it locked in? Frozen Egg, Byra, that's pretty good. Fasting, I think you can take Fasting now that we have a Deviform. Do me a favor, just heal me. Although maybe we could have looked for another Omniscience. You being dead for 0 goes insane. Early Deviform goes insane. A Wish, just take the plated armor. I'm not telling you that I'm going to take the plated armor in every situation. What I will tell you is when I don't know what the future holds, I take the plated armor. Omniscience. Psychotic play. Omniscience targeting Fasting. $16 damage, 13 damage. Hi, Domo. Well, let's do this then. We still got 1 energy left. You're doing 33, which sucks pretty bad. You're doing 24. A defend gives us 9. Hi, Tomo! What is it, buddy? What's up? Speak your truth. What's going on right now? What are you thinking about? What's got your motor running? We could have taken more plated armor, but it's no big deal. Hi, buddy. Tantrum me. Kick the wheels a little bit. Hit him for... Was that a 36 damage strike? Tori and Singing Bowl. Kind of sick because we will be like not taking a lot of cards. It's basically just rares that we want to see. We want Wish to become better because oftentimes it is going to be played twice. We got lots of upgrades coming. This is sick, man. You know, I'm betting a 30% chance to win 250. It's alright, no big deal. Except for that shop that's right up ahead. That I should have thought about for sure before I committed. Do me a favor, let's scry 4. We're starting to get down to like marginal upgrades right now, which I think is a beautiful sign. This guy's wasting a turn sneckoing us when we already came pre-sneckoed. Can I hit you with a crazy play? 3 cost foresight. We definitely want to see all of these. I do still like Omniscience Fasting. You have to play Devaform if you do that. I think we are going to play Devaform because our hand is so freaking cheap. We could, you know what? To be on the safe side, we could always just Omniscience Wallop. Then we have Devaform, which we're going to play anyway. And we're still getting a lot of extra energy. I mean, in fact, we're getting more extra energy. Keep that vigilance up there just in case. Every fight's going to be a little bit different here. This is pretty expensive. You might want to do like a vigilance. It's the thing. Eruption does 10, takes you to 50. Oh, we just kill you, man. No, because this takes us to 3, and then that would take us to 2. We wouldn't have the energy necessary to play this. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's now we know. In that case, Empty Fist also doesn't allow us to play another block. Am I stupid? Did I not play Plated Armor, man? I guess because it wouldn't have allowed us to play Devaform. Noted. Noted. Okay. Then you Erupt. And you Tantrum. And you Empty Fist. And you're stuck, but that's okay. We're taking 6 damage, not that bad, because it's only 5 damage too. The boy. Hold. 61. It's a tough number. You know what? A Protect could go crazy, actually. I think that's a totally acceptable addition to the party here. And I'm not going to sing the Whitney Houston song. Well, the Dolly Parton song, depending on your perspective, I suppose. Okay, what do we need to make this work? We're not really debuffing anybody. I don't think it's a beautiful purity here. We'd get rid of like 1 defend. I guess, to be honest, we just play Discovery and see what we can get out of it. I could be persuaded to take an Inner Peace, I guess. I'm not super sold on it. It's kind of a whiff. I think we need Foresight. And then, like, a Battle Hymn just gives us some consistency early. So let's run with that. We definitely... I want to see all these because I want to minimize my chances of drawing Wish. It's right there, man. Okay. So it's really, do you Omniscience Devaform or you Omniscience Fasting? Fasting's going to lower our energy too much. I think you have to Omniscience Devaform first. It's just due to the draw order. And then probably something like that. Third Eye is free. We do want to see Fasting next turn. I don't really mind taking like a little hit here. We might not even take a little. In fact, I think we got enough. This seems like a great setup. Fasting, Strike, Defense. I mean, we don't want to see strikes. We probably don't want to see Tantrum on the turn in which we're playing Fasting. But in the future, yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay. Cheap Wheel Kick. That's 4 more draw. 3 more draw. Let's play... We're probably going to play Wallop anyway, so let's get it out there. Let's play a strike. Inner Peace. A defend. I feel a little scammed, but that's okay. We shouldn't feel scammed. We got an amazing setup right now. We don't want to see Judgment. We do want to see Eruption. Okay, this is where things should start to pop. Tantrum does 58 damage by itself. Wallop goes crazy. The strikes cost 0, which is disgusting. You're on 63 HP. Now we want to see Judgment. We definitely want to see a way to exit our stance as well. Or I could just kill you. This is, as of right now, this is anointed. But it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, you know? Free Smites is tempting, but they already only cost 1 and we have Deviform. I think you go Conjure Blade for like the Deviform payoff. And they're all good, man. I think there's a case to be made that we could Runic Dome, but the risk is so high. Maybe this is a good Astrolabe. We got some defense. Give me 2 strikes gone, 1 defend gone. Halt, pressure. Please tell me that's not just lucky. Is what it is. Is what it is. We don't play that many powers. I'm not that worried about phase 1 of this then. And I think we should probably still be elite maxing, man. Battle him. Vigilance. Strike, of course. I think you take the 3 damage. No, you don't need to. You know why you don't need to? Because your deck is good. You don't... Against a boss, you take the 3 damage for the tempo. Against hallway fights, it's not necessary. Look at me. I'm calling them hallway fights. I'm a different kind of beast right now. Now, I'm still the same kind of beast because I refuse to do the math. We can certainly kill you. This does 26. That takes you to 54. Yeah, okay, so 54, 34, 30 gold, Omniscience Judgment. Smart. Smart. I can't believe this situation hasn't come to pass yet. Omniscience, Wish, 16 plated armor. You guys are doing 23. This takes us to 24, and we still get the Scry. Now, what do I want to see in this deck, or relic-wise? If we can start with a power in hand, or a skill in hand. Or both. I don't really want to see Halt. I do want to see these, but... Because being able to guarantee Omniscience in our starting hand is like... It's nutty. And I have to imagine that the play here... I don't really love it, but probably looks like an Eruption. Like Empty Fist, Judgment. Which means we can't play Deviform. You're doing what? 28 damage, and I'm putting up 24 block. 1 less energy at the start of every turn. I think, unfortunately, you don't play Fasting yet. You just eat it. Wallop, Wheel Kick, Protect is an amazing draw. Let's go. He's Tantrum posting. We gotta kill you. I just wish it didn't cost so much. I mean, technically, I guess we don't have to kill you, but I think we'd be silly not to. And again, this is like the most optimistic I think I've been about a run on the 3rd floor in a while. I have been optimistic about some runs that fell apart. Not necessarily all their fault. You're doing like a staggering amount of damage, brother. 22? Never mind, it's not even that much. We should have played our Eruption first, but big deal. The great equalizer for us in this fight is Judgment. As long as Judgment shows up, we're okay. And it did. So I can... you guys want some cookies? I can Tantrum on you. Play my halt. Which allows me to judge you, lest I be judged. Okay, fine by me. Just put a Battle Hymn in your hand, so you got... oh my god, Panache worked. So that you got something to guarantee some attacks every turn. We got like a horrendous Expunger, but... oh my god, it's worse than we thought. Totally fine. Totally fine. You, on the other hand... not an enormous fan of you. Give me the Wish-plated armor. So my dream on this fight is play Deva form relatively early. Could possibly come to pass. I really don't want to be cursed if I can avoid it. We have to play Deva form. Deva form will allow us to get Conjure Blade out, and we can one-tap you with a really good Expunger. So that's 81 damage, 40-something damage. If I Empty Fist, it's going to change what you do anyway. 48 damage. Sounds crazy. I think I can live with it. Let's just also weaken you, and then you don't even play a defense. In fact, you play nothing. Because that'll... Orichalcum does more for you. Oh, Tori and Tungsten Rod, man! We took nothing! So don't play Conjure Blade on the first pass here. We don't want to see any of that garbage. We want to scry like crazy. We don't have to play anything. We're stalling to let Deva form have a chance to pop. I would totally play Fasting as well. It'll go nutty with Expunger. And these are not like the most efficient turns. I'm basically waiting until I can play a single Expunger that'll just ruin your life. If you got a problem with that, you got a problem with America. This Expunger is not good enough, but I'm running into trouble because I need to get it like a Smite intervention. 57 damage. That's not great. 18 damage. That's pretty much perfect. This literally protects us enough. And we're stalling a little bit longer. 57 damage. What if you omniscienced Conjure Blade, man? That's amazing. What do you got for me here? 39 damage. You know what? Well, let's... 18 damage. That's more like it. So we have two huge Conjure Blades sitting in our deck. Or two huge Expungers, I should say. This may or may not finish the giant finish. That was a great fight, man. That was a beautiful fight. I set my watch to that fight. I brushed my teeth to that fight. Whispering Voices. I'll simply take 4 max HP down. Doesn't bother me. I will fight for a rare relic, especially with 2 explosion potions in our back pocket. Just thinking. I mean, like, no matter what, we know we're popping these. So just get them out there. Sorry, Force of Habit. I think you do a... Oh, if you wall up, you can't freaking play your Omniscience, man. But what would you do with Omniscience? I mean, you could always... Omniscience Wish is really hard to argue with, man. 16 plated armor, plus we have Orichalcum. It actually, like, the math fits so nicely that it's sort of disgusting. Now, things are going to get serious pretty quick, don't get me wrong, but that's still really good. At some point, we got to do some damage, though. We can't play fasting, or rather, we would prefer not to play fasting until we play Devil form. Which means this turn is kind of horrendous, but... Okay. Is what it is. It is, honestly, I think you just play a Conjure Blade because we don't want to see it later. The fight's going to go by too fast for that to be super relevant. 3-cost Devil form is a joke. It's a sick joke. Y'all take care now. Don't do this to me. On this run of all runs, do deal 9 damage 0 times. Who did that? It was me. I think I gotta like tantrum you. I can't play the judgment, bro. Oh no, I think I killed myself. Well, I could still knock one of you out. I was really relying on that judgment, though. Oh my god, we have an elite after this. Oh no. I mean, just a defend is pretty good. And then a vigilance gets you to 26 block. You're going to be dealing 36. So this is 26 block in and of itself, but then I can't do anything. We can do 24. 26 is 50. Doesn't get us there, man. It doesn't get us there. 35. Oh, no, man. No, no, not like this. Please, not like this. He's 25 strength up. 10 damage 0 times. Oh! I really, heart of hearts, hand to God, thought that was the run. I thought for sure that was it. We got greedy. And also our draws were in a bad order and they cost the wrong amount. But anyway, thanks for watching. I would happily run it back with snco again. We're going to get there one of these days. I'm grinding out runs on the Peloton even in the morning, which is hard because you got to do arithmetic while your heart rate's up. But I'm doing my best. We're going to get there, and then we're never going to play the Watcher ever again. See ya.